fun one. Okay, so I'm just going to start by showing you how to begin your drawing from observation of your Mexican doll. So you can either use your own doll in front of you, or like me, if you don't have one, you can open your laptop or your phone or your iPad and look at the picture of the doll. Okay, so to begin with, we need to think about scale. We want this drawing to be, it needs to fill the page. Okay, now my doll has got ribbons on her head, so I'm going to leave a little bit of space up here for her ribbons. And what I'm going to do is very, very lightly, I'm going to just start today. All we're going to do is we're just going to plan out our drawing. Okay, so I'm going to just very lightly draw and plan out her head. Then I'm looking at the picture about 90% of the time. Even while I'm drawing, I'm looking at the picture, and that's really, really important when we're drawing from observation. So I've just drawn her body, and then I'm going to start to look at where her hands are. Now, my drawing, she has very little hands. Okay, now it's up to you which drawing you do. And what I'm going to do now is just look at the negative space between her head and her hands. So there's like this triangle here of negative space. And then also I'm going to look at the negative space here between the ribbon, her skirt, and her hat. Okay, now I'm drawing super, super lightly. So if I make any mistakes, I can just rub them out later. Okay, so this is all we're going to do today. We're not going to draw any detail. We're going to leave that for next week. And today we're just planning out. Now, what I've told you to do at the beginning, once you start your drawing, what I would like you to do is on your phone or someone else's phone, if you can borrow one, I want you to set a timer. Because I want you to only really be doing this for 15 minutes. Okay? If you finish before the 15 minutes, that's absolutely fine. But I just want you to just be planning it out. Now already I've made a little mistake there. That's fine. Okay? So I'm just planning out my doll. Okay, so I know her braids are going to be here. So, and I'm going to plan out where her eyes are. Now, really look though. So, for example, in my doll, her eye is right up here. There's hardly any space between the top and where her eyes are. So I'm going to just draw them out. And then her nose is just a triangle, and it's more or less here for me. And then here is her mouth, which is just like a big V. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to plan out where I'm going to put her ribbons. The ribbons are going to be probably some of the most complicated parts of this drawing. Okay, so hang on. Now, next lesson we're going to do more the details on top of this. So at the moment I'm not going to add any details. I'm just drawing the shapes as I see them. Okay. If you don't get this all finished in one lesson, do not worry. What I want you to do is once your timer finishes after 15 minutes, I want you to photograph what you have and just post it onto Google Classroom so that I can see how you're doing, and I can also see who is taking part in the lessons. Okay, so I'm just planning out where all these ribbons are. I'm going to go back over here and start doing some of my ribbons over here. Just planning them. Okay, I'm doing this super quick so you don't have to watch me for too long. Okay, so there we go.